Okay, there it is. Good afternoon, everyone. I am extremely honored to welcome all of you to Central Washington University first ever first generation graduation ceremony. Before we begin with the act of acknowledgement, I would like to first introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Chapo Garcia. I am the current Vice President of the First Generation Student Organization. I work to support the organization and current president to create events like these to empower Central's first generation students. I am thrilled to see many of you here today as we come together to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our first generation graduates. This ceremony is a testament to the hard work, perseverance, and determination that each of you has shown throughout your academic journey. I would like to introduce Diana Bentizzi, a member of the First Generation Student Organization, to read the act of
A land acknowledgement is a formal statement that recognizes and pays respect to the indigenous peoples and their traditional territories and ancestral homelands we occupy and whose resources we use. Central Washington University acknowledges the people who have been on this land since time immemorial. The Ellensburg campus is on lands ceded by the Peshwanapum and other bands and tribes of the Yakima Nation in the Treaty of 1855. The Yakima people remain committed stewards of this land, cherishing it and protecting it, as instructed by elders through generations. We are honored and grateful to be here today on their traditional lands and give thanks to the legacy of the original people, their lives, and their descendants. We also recognize the histories of land theft, violence, erasure, and oppression of indigenous communities. It is not enough to only make an acknowledgement. We have a responsibility as occupants of these lands to hear the call to action made by indigenous peoples and to support their ongoing fight for sovereignty, equity, justice, healing, and the protection of land resources.
Hello, everyone. I'll be introducing our first speaker. So, my name is Ellensburg Alvarado. I'm the current FGSO ESC representative. And before we begin the first speech of the day, I would like to formally introduce the first speaker, Rose Montano. Rose is the current FGSO president, has been a part of FGSO for many years, serving as the FGSO secretary, then moving up to become president. She has shown an unwavering commitment to advocating for first-generation students and has been a force behind many initiatives that have supported our community. Her leadership, dedication, and passion have inspired many of us and have significantly contributed to the success and growth of our organization. When I first approached Rose to ask about FGSO, she immediately welcomed me with open arms. Her enthusiasm and passion for supporting first-generation students were clear from the start. She took the time to explain her mission and goals of FGSO, and she made me feel valued and welcomed. Rose is now graduating with her BA in psychology, a BS in biology with a specialization in medical sciences, and a minor in chemistry. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming our first speaker, someone who embodies the resilience and leadership that we celebrate today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Rose Montano.
Hello, everyone. When I was in high school, even before COVID, I never participated in any extracurriculars outside of orchestra, that is. They say college is a time of change. Central offers hundreds of extracurricular opportunities, so when I got here, I decided I still don't want to join any clubs because I am not about change. But that all went out the window the weekend I moved into my dorm. I received an email from some mysterious Arthur Mangeras having something to do with a first generation student organization introductory meeting. But what really caught my eye was free pizza. The following Monday, I decided to go. Well, I went, and there was actually some pretty incredible people there. Somehow, I walked into that room as a shy teenager, and I left as the official secretary of CWU's first generation student organization. I loved it so much, the following year I ran for president and got the job. And I guess I must not have been too bad, considering I was reelected to office going into this school year. If there's a lesson I have been taught from this experience, it's pizza always leads the way. Or also, that coming out of your shell can present opportunities that you didn't even know were possible. Whenever I am asked the definition of first generation, I always say the same thing. It means neither of your parents have earned a 4-year degree. But there are so many more factors involved with being a first generation college student than many continuing generations even realize. I can't even guess how many times I've heard first gen, so the group is for Latinos and low income people. It is true, of course, that some of us are coming from low income families or Latino heritage, but what many fail to understand is that there is no race, ethnicity, or income that can qualify someone as first generation. This identity can look different for everyone, but oftentimes being first gen includes having no idea what the FAFSA or WASFA are, not knowing which programs to choose or what classes to take. As a first generation student, I had no idea where scholarships came from, how to find an internship, or what in the world is the difference between a resume and CV. In my experiences, I have learned that being a first generation student is realizing what people mean by "it takes a village." This journey to today used to seem impossible, and honestly, it might have been if it wasn't for my village of support. Getting to stand at this podium today took my mom helping me find a school where she, even when she knew just as much about college as I did. It took advisors from all different fields to help me find my major, members of the Diversity and Equity Center to help me find my place, and many professors, especially those whose offices I spent countless hours in trying to understand organic chemistry. Barack and Michelle Obama, Samuel L. Jackson, Albert Einstein, Jackie Chan. What words come to mind when you hear those household names? I bet many of you are thinking famous, celebrity, wealthy. I also bet that there are a few of you out there, or I bet that there aren't that many of you out there thinking first generation, but it's true. All of these individuals were once first generation college students. At one point in their lives, they were right where we are today, and look how far they have come. This goes to show that being a first generation student is an obstacle, but not a roadblock. To all of my current and future first gen students in this room and elsewhere, I want you to know that your dreams are possible. You have already made it this far, so don't stop now. In these past 3 years, I've gained many lines to add to my resume, or CV, who knows. But the most important things I have gained from college are the priceless relationships I have made along the way. To my friends and found family, thank you. I owe all of my success to you. So I would now like to welcome President Jim Walpart up to the stage to give the president remarks.
Thank you, Rose, for welcoming me to this ceremony, and thank you for that keynote speech. That was absolutely wonderful. Good afternoon, and thank you all so much for being here for our 2024 graduation ceremony for our first generation students. As Rose said, my name is Jim Wolpart, and I have the honor of serving as the 15th president of Central Washington University. Central Washington has a very special role to play in the state of Washington as we admit and graduate a large number of first-generation students, students of color, students from a variety of social and economic backgrounds. In fact, Central is unique in the state in providing access to higher education for these students, with a special focus on their success. This includes our first generation students. 46% of our students are first in their families to graduate from college. I'm very pleased to say that today starts a new tradition, our very first generation graduation ceremony. Thank you all so much for being here and being part of that. Central is special in another way, and Rose talked about this. At Central Washington University, our faculty and our staff care deeply about our students, getting to know them on a personal level, helping them find their purpose and their passion, helping them with their microbiology if they need help, or their chemistry, and then helping them get really good at it so that they can go out into the world and find well-paying jobs when they graduate. But just as importantly as getting jobs when they get done, when our students graduate, we know that they will go out into the world to make it a better place. I want to take a moment to talk to the families, the friends, the support systems, the faculty, and the staff who have been part of this journey. All of you who surround our students have so much to be proud of today. Your students have worked hard and they've persevered, just like you taught them and helped them. Nurtured them, you've supported them, and now comes their big moment, graduation. Without your love and support, they may not have made it through this journey, but they have persisted through their hard work and their passion. And I know that your support has meant everything to them. So today we celebrate this collaborative effort, students, but also their families and support systems. As Rose said, it takes a village. All of you are a part of this village. To the students who are graduating, you've worked hard to make it to this day. You have earned this graduation. You'll be the first in your family to get a college degree, and what that means is that you've gained the knowledge, the skills, and the experiences, not only to get a job, but also to make a difference in your communities. Remember your roots. Be proud of who you are and where you came from. And with your degree, remember to advocate for change and to support that next generation of students. Your younger brothers and sisters, your nieces, your nephews. This is the beginning of a change that will impact future generations of your families and your communities. Someday, you will be asked to talk about your journey. Someday, you will give a public presentation. Be proud of where you came from and talk about that journey and that village that supported you along the way. While this is our very first generation graduation ceremony, we expect it to be the beginning of a new tradition. So congratulations to our students. Thank you so much to the families and friends and support networks. We're going to have a special ceremony in a moment, and then in 2 weeks I will see you all on stage, which will be a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone, again. Thank you so much to President Wilpart for giving that address. So, I am extremely honored to welcome all of you to Central Washington University's first generation student graduation. As you all know by now, my name is Ellensburg, and I'm the current FGSO ESC representative. As first generation students, your journeys have been marked by challenges, like Rose said, filling out the FAFSA. And today you stand here as a testament of your perseverance and determination. Only 26% of first-generation students earn a degree, and today you're part of that group. It is now your job to increase that number and inspire the next generation to follow in your footsteps. As President Jim Wilpart said, one day each of you will need to give a speech of your own to inspire other students to persevere. Your experiences and achievements will serve as a powerful testimony to see what is possible through hard work and resilience. So as we celebrate today, let's take a moment to reflect on the significance of your achievements. You didn't just earn degrees. You broke barriers, shattered expectations, and paved the way for future generations. To our families, mentors, and faculty members who support us along the way, thank you. So as we move forward, please carry the lessons you've learned and strength you've gained into the future. Continue to break new ground, support one another, and strive to inspire those who will follow in your footsteps. So, congratulations to the class of 2024. You made history, and I have no doubt that you will continue to make a difference in the world. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the celebration. We will now enter a 15-minute intermission, so please feel free to get more refreshments or food. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being patient with me. Thank you. We will now begin our awarding ceremony. So will my assistants, Mariana and Jennifer, please come on stage? And so again, how this will work, you will come up stage row by row. I will read your name tag, and then you will get courted by Jennifer and given your certificate by Mariana. All right, we will now begin our courting ceremony. Monica Itzel Mondragon. Alejandra Martinez. Angel Lopez. Bianca Isabel Zapien. Cody Sullivan. Jasmine Torres Vela. Aisha Gray. Daviel McClure. Cameron Ariana Humangla Casilo. Francisco Renato Gonzalez. Marlene Hernandez. Daisy Hernandez. Miguel Gomez. Jessica Olmuyun. Eli Jimenez.
Excuse me? Taking a video.
Iliana Rea Martinez. Inni Tae-nung. Sari Corona. George Luis Aguilera Romero. Lauren Musha. Levi Z. Shields. Melissa Lopez Barbosa. Natasha Jackus. Michaela Ann. Kia Sophia Cora. Yasmin Sanchez Gomez. Martin Mendoza Jr. Jasmine Rincon Arroyo. Rose Montano. Can we now give another round of applause to our graduates? And that concludes our courting ceremony. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Rose Montano to the stage again to introduce the new FGSO board for the 2024-2025 school year.
Hello again, everyone. These past 3 years have flown by for me, and I've loved every second of being the secretary, then president of the First Generation Student Organization. But I think it is time that I officially introduce everyone to the incoming FGSO board for the 2024-2025 school year. So could I please have all board members come up to the stage? I would like to begin with Nee, our current FGSO Public Relations Coordinator. Well, along with myself, Nee is also graduating this year. And I just want to say that I am so proud of her. She's one of my best friends I have ever had. Over these past 2 years, Nee has definitely been my ride or die. And I'm really going to miss getting to see her all the time. Nee, I wish you the best of luck in your teaching career. I know you're going to do amazing things, changing the lives of countless children just like you did mine. Congratulations. You deserve it. These next two individuals are the newest members to the organization, and I'm so excited to see all that they bring to the group. The first is Danelli Lucatero, who will be the incoming FGSO treasurer. She was not able to make it today. Next is Mariana Benitez, our incoming FGSO Public Relations Coordinator. Then we have Jonathan Fritz, our incoming FGSO Secretary. Also unable to make it today is Lizzie Canales Montiel. She was our previous FGSO Secretary, but she is now our incoming ESC representative. Then we have Jennifer Chapul Garcia. She is our previous and incoming Vice President. And finally, Eliasib Alvarado. He is currently our ESC representative, and he is our incoming FGSO president. Now, LEC, the very first time I met you, I knew that you had a lot of potential in this organization. After our very first meeting together, I went and told our advisor, this man is going to be the next FGSO president. Being president these last 2 years, I was always a little nervous about what would happen to the org after I graduated. But after getting to know you, a kind, dedicated, intelligent, and sometimes kind of stubborn person, I know that the FGSO is going to be in good hands. So it is my honor to officially transfer my position onto you. Congratulations, Mr. President. Okay, so our FGSO board, everyone. Alrighty, well, before we end the celebration, we would like to thank all the individuals who made this possible. To begin, thank you to everyone who was on this stage, not only for representing the FGSO, but also for having my back when I came up with what everybody thought was a crazy idea, creating the very first annual CWU First Generation Graduation Ceremony. I know we all owe a massive thanks to Dr. Arthur Mangeras, who was the FGSO advisor from day one, but has recently retired from his position. The massive success of this event also wouldn't have been possible without the CERC facilities team, 88 the Berg, our caterers, Safeway and Lemon Time, Macarons, Justin Santoli with his team at the deck, and all of the wonderful volunteers who showed up bright and early this morning. In addition, thank you to all friends and family who showed up to support our graduates during this special time. Your support over the years is truly what's kept us going and led to the successes that we celebrate today. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. Now, go back and finish off the rest of that food.
Thank you so much, Rose. So the final thing on our agenda today is, I know some of you did not get your certificates, and so we have your names up here and we have the certificates for you all. So if you would all please meet our board at that end of the table over there. We have your names and we have your certificate. So if you could please, after today, come get your certificate from us at that table. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.